Well, listen, it's lovely to have you on our show. In a moment, we'll look ahead to that massive fight of the weekend, Usyk against Fury, the second time, of course, they've fought. But listen, tell us a bit about your fight from the weekend. People that haven't seen it, I know it was a decent fight for you. It all finished at the end of the 7th round. What sort of test was it for you?
It was more of a mental one because I've been up for a while, I hadn't had much rounds, and I needed to come back and get some rounds, and the guy was tough. He took a lot of shots. He was tough, and he kept on fighting back. He kept on swinging away. He was almost like a zombie. He gets hurt, and then he just come back swinging. It was good. He didn't lie down after 1 or 2 rounds. I was happy with that.
I mean, what were you hoping for from this fight? Because you're right, it was a slugfest. Both of you were going at it backwards and forth. But was the fight exactly what you needed? Because, of course, I'm guessing you've got aspirations of getting back into the heavyweight scene amongst the best.
It's exactly what I needed. I mean, he gave me rounds, and also, I've been up for a while. Really been up for a while. I'm not getting younger, so I need to test myself to see if I still got that dog and that to dig deep and stuff like that, to get hit and come back and and to fire, stay in the heat of battle, and to obviously catch, counter, and return shots. And it's just, this is a step-by-step situation for me, and obviously I'm not answering the little questions. I know I still got it. My team believe I still got it. And obviously just answering the little questions to myself mentally inside the ring, and little things like, I got hit there. Okay. Did it affect me, or did I come straight back? I was the delay. So it was good.
What next for you next year then, Dillian? Where do you want to be? How many fights do you want?
I would love to fight 3 or 4 times if I can. I would love to fight again in February because inactivity has killed me. It's the last 3-4 years. I don't think I fought twice in 1 year.
Wow.
I mean, it's been one fight. It's been crazy. It's been like, I fought like, it's like, I think before Fury I fought 1 time. Then I fought Fury. Then I fought Jermaine Franklin. Then I fought the other guy, Christian Hammond. Then I fought this guy. It's crazy. So I need to be active. Inactivity sort of killed me, man. So I was trying to be active. I want the big names, but if they're not there, then I just want to be busy and just fight the next available contender. That makes sense.
Dylan, who's promoting you at the moment?
I've always been sort of self-managed, and I just do a promotion deal with whatever promotional contract whatever promotional entity there is at the time that makes sense. You know what I mean? Because I've always won the big fights. So I've always stayed neutral, so I could go wherever to get the biggest fights possible, and that's what it's always been.
Does that make it more difficult for you that you're not affiliated with like a Frank Warren or an Eddie Hearn or Ben Shalom?
Probably.
Dylan, who do you want? Is there a name that you want to fight? Because when you look around that top heavyweight division, there are a lot of fighters now. We know, obviously, you've got the history of AJ, Fury's fighting Usyk, you've got Joseph Parker's fighting Dubois. I mean, who do you want?
I'd love to fight AJ again. I'd love to fight Tyson Fury again. I'd love to have a trilogy with Derek Chisora also, But obviously, I get it. These guys are also in this little triangle where he's fighting him. If he loses, he fight him. If he wins, he fight him. And I understand I've been out for a while. I need to work my way back in the eating position at the table. So if they're not there, I'll fight whichever available contender there is, And I have to stay busy, and that's my goal.
Mm. Listen, let's get you to tell us more about the fight this weekend, Usyk against Fury. It's live on talkSPORT. Everyone I speak to seems to be split, which surprises me on who they think will win. I think it's going to be exactly the same result. I can't see anything other than an Usyk win, but obviously you know more about the boxing game than me, so how do you see it?
Boxing fans are very fickle, so I can understand why some people will think it's just Usyk win or whatever, but I know what it's like. And you can never underestimate a right no one up, especially someone like Fury, who has come back from crazy situations and been in so much ups and downs. And he's a big guy. He's a big guy's experience. And I believe Fury wasn't his best that night and Usyk wasn't his best that night. I think they can both make adjustments which can change the course of the fight. If I was a betting man, I'd probably go to Usyk because of the fashion he won and the way he done it. But I would also have a cheeky bet on Tyson Fury as well on the other hand, because his history and things he's showing and the fact that he's come back from so many crazy situations, and he's made adjustment in rematches as well, as he showed in the fight with Deontay Wilder, Derek Chisora, and all of these guys. So I'm still on the fence, man. I'm still on the fence.
What do you think Tyson Fury has to do? I mean, what did you see from the first fight that Tyson Fury didn't do, which is why he got beat? What does he have to do in this rematch?
I think he needs to be physical. I don't think he was physical enough. You're a bigger man, you're stronger man. They say you're a fighting man, you're the Gypsy King and you fight any man born of his mother's womb and all that. Go take the fight to him. You say he's a middleweight and he's this and he's that. Take the fight to the middleweight and beat him up. He's a middleweight. And that's the mindset you have to adapt. You know, take the fight to Usyk. He can't make Usyk settle because if Usyk settle and gets the rhythm, it becomes very dangerous. And it's very hard to get out of his rhythm. So you need to, I think, he should fight him like he fought Deontay Wilder and Steve Cunningham because after Steve knocked him down, Fury got up and got physical with Steve instead of bullying him. You know what I mean? But I think he should imply those tactics from early, I think, personally.
If he loses Fury, do you still think that the need from the British fight fan will be there, the interest for him to fight AJ? Of course, AJ lost his fight quite badly against Daniel Dubois, so you'll effectively have two losers stepping into the ring. Do you still think that will be a massive fight? Could it sell out Wembley Stadium?
I think he's a massive fight, man. We, as fight fans and as boxers, we should be grateful that there's fighters that is willing to fight each other. And we're never going to know who's the best unless we all fight each other. The problem is people have won lost. Some people say, he's rubbish, or he's this. Hey, you should be happy that he's fighting someone that's as good as him or even better than him because these guys can pick and choose these guys and have perfect record. But no, they're fighting top contenders. They're forcing themselves and testing themselves against these top guys. And that's why these guys are losing. If AJ didn't test himself in Dubois, he could have fought Erkovic or whatever, something like that, and win. But he went up against Dubois and lost. If Fury lost against Usyk, no shame in that. He can still come back and be a top contender again.
When you talk about Daniel Dubois, of course, his next fight is against Joseph Parker on a great card. Do you think he's the dominant force now of the heavyweight division, Dillian? And the reason why I asked that question is because a lot was asked of him when he got beat by Joe Joyce. When people said, did he quit, did he not? He put in a good performance against Usyk and he got beat, although we don't know whether it was a low blow or not. And then he puts in that performance against AJ. Where can he go, Daniel Dubois? And also for yourself personally, is that another fight you're looking at thinking somewhere down the line, I wouldn't mind fighting him?
I want to fight the best guys. I've always done it my whole career and nothing's changed. I'd love to fight Daniel Dubois. I'd love to test myself against these young, hungry lions. But I believe Daniel Dubois don't get enough credit that he deserves because if you look at the run he's had and the people he's fought and stopped, I believe he should get way more credit than he's doing. You know, let's be honest. He beat AJ and knocked AJ out, and no one don't talk about Daniel Dubois. No one knows who Daniel Dubois is. I care about Daniel Dubois, and it's a shame because being someone like AJ, there should be a parade going around for him. You know what I mean? You know, so, but I believe he's still young, and there's still always that question: has he really got it deep down? You know, obviously we know that he's aggressive. He's a front foot fighter, and if he gets to going early, it will take you out. But the question is still there. Has he got it? Has he got it deep down when he get hurt? If he gets a fractured eye, if he gets hurt, would he keep going? You know what I mean? If he gets you know what I mean? The question will always be there. You know.
And is that always the big thing? Because you spoke about AJ there, and you said about Dubois obviously knocked him out, and it was one of the most one-sided fights I've probably seen for a long, long time. But when you look at AJ, and people question him all the time, and because of where he's been and how successful he's been, can the hunger, when you earn, and listen, he's earned a fortune from boxing, and rightly so, but can the hunger just disappear like that?
Hey, every man is different, you know what I mean? Every man's different. Some guys, the more they achieve, the more they want. Some guys get it, and then, let's be honest, if he never boxes again, he's set for life and generational wealth, you know what I mean? But he says he wants to achieve other things in the game. I believe he's still got the hunger. I believe he's still got a lot of fight left in him, but I don't know. Heavyweight boxing is a strange thing. Heavyweights are like no other weight division. It's like, we're a strange lot, you know what I mean? It's like, we could be good, dominant, and then one day just not there anymore. One day, you just think, you know what? I just want to get hit anymore. Sometimes I sit down and I watch heavyweight fights and I think to myself, when I'm fighting, I don't care. But when I'm watching the fights, I think to myself, wow, those are the kind of punches I'm giving and taking and riding. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's scary when you're at a certain point in your life and you sit back and you think, do I really want to get bashed up anymore? Do I want to go home to my kids and family all beaten up? You know what I mean? So, you know, sometimes you just think, nah, I don't fancy it anymore, you know?
Yeah. Dillian, listen, thanks for coming on our show. If people are watching on YouTube, they can see you. Where are you? You're obviously in your car. Where are you? What are you doing? What are you up to?
I'm driving back from Gibraltar. I was just about to drive. I'm just sitting outside. I sat outside the hotel waiting for,
That's nice.
waiting to do the call.
That's very.
So I'm like,
That's very kind of you to do that. Thank you for that. What are you doing over Christmas? Are you with family?
yeah, I'm gonna chill out with the family and the kids and that, and spend time with the dogs. I've been away for a while. The dogs need to get back on their normal routine with training and stuff, and keeping them busy as well. And I'm gonna ride my dirt bikes.
Oh, nice. Okay. What are your dogs called? Are they connected to any famous boxers?
Zeus, Hades, Titan, Roxy, Ava, Cobra, Sparky, another Zeus.
Now, seriously, how many dogs you got?
Do you own a kennel?
I got about 15 dogs. Some of them was with my other kids as well, and in the UK. But I got 7 that lives with me.
15 dogs. Wow.
Wow.
Who's your favourite?
Zeus and Hades and Titan.
Right. Do you let them into your house? Because Bentley never let his dogs in.
Yes, I do.
No, they're guard dogs, so they're proper guard dogs. So,
okay.
You know, like sometimes they come and patch. But I don't have them stay in the house, but they come inside. They can come inside and walk around, and then, you know what I mean? It's good for the dog to be around the family so the dog know to behave adequately, you know?
Yeah.
Okay. Dillian, listen, we really appreciate you coming on. We love speaking to you. Have a safe journey back. Have a great Christmas and New Year, and we'll see you in 2025.
Cheers. God bless.
Thanks, man.
Cheers,
Merry
Dillian.
Christmas, everyone. Cheers.
There you go, the wonderful Dillian Whyte. That was a look ahead to UsykFury 2, thanks to our friends at DAZN.
On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.